Hello, good afternoon, this is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well. And as I said in a previous video earlier on today, I would be doing another video. And the video is going to be on some 1/43 scale cars. I picked up three. I was out and about yesterday and there's a model shop relatively near to my house that does a lot of train stuff. Paints, model kits and various bits. And he had a big basket out the front of the shop and he had all these models like this, all for £3 a pop. So I picked up this, and I'll show you over to quickly this. As you can see, the boxes have seen better days. And this. And let's go back to the first one. So as you can tell from the strange writing, they are Russian cars. I think the company, from what I've found out, is diecast, possibly made the cars. I think these might be cars that you would have picked up off of a magazine, I presume. I'm not sure. They don't give a lot of information. All the writing, from what I can see, looks to be Russian writing. So whether these were for a Russian market, I would have thought if they were for the UK market or anywhere else, they would have had the name of the car and then maybe the Russian name to go with it. I don't know. They are made in China. There is some, if you look on the bottom of some of the packaging, you can make out China. But I think these are diecast. But anyway, the reason I picked them up is just because they were cheap. The 1/43 scale, I do collect 1/43 scales, not as much as I collect 1/64 or 3-inch scale cars. 3-inch scale or 1/64 scale is my main collecting interest, but I do have some 1/43s. I have a fairly good 1/43 scale collection, and I have a fairly small 1/76 scale collection, so I do collect some obscure castings, but I mainly pick these up because they are unusual, at least to me. Now this one, from what I've researched, so we will open this one. We're going to open all three, funnily enough, so let's have a little look if I can find a place to open it. Might be some more information on the base. So there you go. So yeah, it's made in China. So these possibly are made for the Russian market. I might be wrong, but for £3 you're getting a pretty good model. So you can see it's got a little bit of paint imperfection there. That's possibly just because it's been blistered for so long. I would have thought these are possibly 10-15 year old. These might have been hanging around their blisters for quite a few years. Got some wonky lights, so you can see it's not the best build quality in the world, but like I said, this was £3. So this is, from what I can gather, is, so we can get the lights twist up a little bit. There you go. This is a 1972 Lada. We had Ladas over here in the UK, but I do recognise these cars. But like I said, it's not the best quality, but for £3 it is okay, acceptable model, and quite nicely done. So that is the first one. So that is a 1500cc Lada in green. So, and like I said, this one I'm keeping as I know the car, or I've seen these cars before. And then the other two are going to my friend. I got a friend who collects obscure castings. He only collects strange cars. So he likes police cars, ambulances, and all that type of good stuff. But he only likes them if they're like Chinese, Japanese, Russian, Korean. He likes to collect obscure castings for some reason. So these are going to him when I finish with them, as that is the type of thing he's into, and he will take the time to research them properly. Like I said, I'm just keeping the one, which is the Lada. So again, this one, if you look at the box on it, 'cause I'm being a bit ahead of myself here, again, it doesn't really say a great deal. As you can see, it's just got who it's imported by. So that is that, and then you've got this, which I'm going to have to go as it is a bit dusty. And this just says what we've got on the bottom of this. So it says 1 in 43rd scale, made in China, and then that's it. It looks to me like it's a Citroen, and I know that there was some cars that Citroen, I know there were some companies out that way, sort of Ukraine, Russian way, I'm not quite sure, over that sort of Eastern European, they add the patterns to Citroen, so they would make their own version. So basically, under the skin, it's a Citroen. But again, it's not too bad. Again, lens lights, separate windscreen wiper, has a light bar. So obviously, this is a police car of some sort. I would have thought it's got some rub. Like I said, these have been sat in their box, I would have thought, for at least the last 15 years possibly. So, but these are unusual. So a little closer look there, so we can see what that logo is. So it's a coat of arms of some sort, and you can see it's even got rear view mirrors in them. Yeah, and like I said, alright, it's not the best quality, but they were cheap. So that is like I said, that one's going to my friend who will do more of this kind of thing. And the last piece is this one, which looks a bit like a Ford Popular, or Ford Pop as we'd call them in this country. It looks like a Ford full stop, to be honest, but it isn't a Ford as far as I'm aware of. It just looks very similar to a Ford, and again, it's got quite an old box, you can't really see a lot. Something 400, 420 something, I'm not quite sure. See, it's a £3, and it's got the same thing on the base. So let's see if we can. This one just basically fell out, and this is probably the best made one of the three. You've got some tyre issues going on there. Let's see if we can straighten this tyre out in a second. There we go, I think I've sorted it. So let's have a little look. Again, it says made in China, 1/43. This one's got a little bit more underneath detail. You've got an exhaust, so you can see the differential, prop shaft, gearbox, sump. It's got rolls reasonably well, but it's got these very thin tyres, hubcaps, and I'm not quite sure what this car would have been used for. Probably public announcements. So it's got a single light by the looks of it. You've got fuel filler, spare wheel, and again a rear view mirror. Got this massive speaker on the top, and you've got some lights there. But again, this one's definitely the best of the three. It's in the best condition, and it's probably the best detailed. So, and it is all die cast. There's fair weight to it. But anyway, that's about as much as I can say about them. I'm not a Russian car expert by any means. I just got them as I thought they were different. And like I said, these two are going to my mate who already knows he's getting them. I'm keeping the third one, the Lada, as I know the cars. I've seen them. I remember them being around in the UK. They weren't particularly very good cars. There was another car that was a bit like the Lada, which was the FSO. They were just basic family runarounds as far as I'm aware of. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more unboxing videos, premium pieces, vintage pieces, wheel swaps, and all that stuff to come. And with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for watching.